Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with the HGP Sportscast. Berbice crushed defending champions Demerara in round 2 of the 2018 Ghana Cricket Board hand-in-hand insurance under-19 inter-county tournament. Stanford Howard brings you the highlights.
At the Lusignan Community Ground, Berbice bowlers made defending champs Demerara batting look weak, with Demerara collapsing in their first innings for 148 all out in 49 overs. Berbice was no different in their first innings, when they were all sent back into the pavilion for 120 in 37.2 overs. It was just Berbice day, when Demerara folded in their second innings for just 50 runs off 22.4 overs. Bashkar Yadram was the only player to reach double figures with 22 runs. Kelvin Upmar was Berbice's hero when he muscled 7 of the Demerara scalps for just 16 runs. It was Karen Arjupal who took 2 for 20 and Kelvison Anderson who picked up the other wicket. Berbice in reply scored a quick 81 for 2 in just 9 overs. Opening batsman Alex Algoon and Junior Sinclair carried Berbice close to the target, scoring 38 and 31 each. Javid Karim and Kevin Sinclair were not out on 1 and 8 runs, seeing Berbice taking the second run against Demerara by 8 wickets. Heading into the third and final round, defending champions Demerara is in second place with 18.1 points, just 6.5 points behind Berbice with 24.6 points. Essequibo is in a distant third with 8.3 points, and Select under 17 sits at the bottom of the table with 3.3 points. For the HGP Sports, I am Stanford Howard.
Big-hitting Andre Russell made his return to the Windies T20 squad for a charity T20 International against rest of the world on May 31 at Lord's. Stanford has more.
Andre Russell, 29, has been named in the West Indies squad for the fundraising T20 against the rest of the world side, marking the Jamaicans' return to international cricket after a doping violation ban. Russell last played for the Windies against India in August 2016 before a whereabout clause violation under the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, led to his lengthy spell on the sidelines. Beside Russell, off-spinner Ashley Nurse, who played earlier this year in New Zealand, while other first-team regulars Chris Gale, Evan Lewis, Marlon Samuels were reinstated after missing the series in Pakistan, while Dinesh Ramdin and Kimo Paul keep their places after encouraging performances at both regional and international level. But overwhelmingly, Jason Mohammed, who captained the side in the 3 games at Karachi, has been dropped, with regular captain Carlos Brathwaite taking over the reign of the side once more. The charity match, according to international status, will be played at Lord's on May 31st to raise funds for the reconstruction of 2 grounds, James Ronald Webster Park in Anguilla and Dominica Windsor Park Stadium, that were damaged due to Hurricane Irma and Maria. Ian Morgan will lead the rest of the world side, a squad for which is expected to be announced soon. Besides Russell's, the 13-man squad reads: for the HGP Sports, I am Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. Following last weekend's abrupt end to the Petra Organization Corona Futsal finale between Sparta Boss and Ben Street, owing to gunshots being discharged inside the National Gymnasium, Director of Sports Christopher Jones has revealed that all futsal tournaments have been suspended until further notice. Western Tigers continue to lead the pack on the GFF Elite League points table over the weekend. Over the weekend at the Denamstel ground, the GFF Elite League continued with another of its weekend doubleheaders. The first game was between the Ansgrove FC and New Amsterdam United, which saw Ansgrove winning 5-2 to New Amsterdam. The goal scorers from the Grove squad were Quincy Barry in the 8th minute, William Europe in the 47th, and 1 minute later, Dwight Peters in the 48th. Peters also had a penalty shot to get his second goal in the 51st minute, and finally Maxton Adams in the 87th. New Amsterdam scorers were Leonardo Adams in the 10th minute and Jamal Butts in the 39th. In the final game of the day, Denamstel thrashed Malrock FC of Linden 4-0. Scorers were Delon Lanferman, Jamal Pereira, and Gideon Payne. Roimveld-based Western Tigers remain untouched at the top of the points table, followed by Fruta Conquerors with a mere 1 point separating the two teams. The Namsel FC had moved 2 spaces up on the points table, while Victoria Kings and GDF FC have both fallen 1 space down. Buxton, Malrock and Cougars have not moved from their positions from last week. Coming in at the bottom of the table, Ansgrove United FC has moved up 1 position, leaving New Amsterdam FC at the bottom of the table. Maurice Skeet, Ghana's only FIFA female referee, will officiate in the CONCACAF Women's Under-17 Championship scheduled for Nicaragua from April 19 to 24. Skeet, Guyana's only representative, will be among 28 match officials who will be there to officiate in the tournament, which will decide CONCACAF's representative in the FIFA Women's Under-17 World Cup in Uruguay 2018. The match officials with outstanding performance has a high probability for selection to officiate the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. And that has brought us to the end of this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Before we go, remember, life is like a sport. Always remember to play fair. Goodbye.